Good morning, I'm David Combe with the CBS Week Ahead report. Jono would normally do this, but he's up in Hong Kong. So let's take a look at how the US fared on Friday night, Saturday morning. You can see that the major indices there were largely off, about 0.85% in the case of the Dow, or 95 points. 0.75 in the case of the S&P 500 and 0.34 in the case of the Nasdaq. In Europe, we had a similar sort of picture with the Euro Stoxx 50 over 1% down, FTSE 0.5%, CAC 0.84, and the DAX 0.45. The IBEX 35, the Madrid force, was down 1.8%, so quite a big move there. And not really surprising given the concerns there about Spain at the moment, albeit that perhaps they're largely unfounded in terms of Spain being in a much different position to the likes of Ireland and Portugal. I'll just take a look now at where the futures are pointing, and under a bit of pressure here for the Nikkei down 50, the Hang Seng down 178, and the SPY pointing down 21. And now to our commodities. We've got West Texas here at 83.76, which is down just 10 cents. Down into the softs, coffee at 202.7, corn at 553, cotton at 111.76, wheat at 687 and a quarter, sugar at 28 and a quarter, soy at 1238 and a half, oats at 356, rough rice at 1340 and a half, wool at $10 even, copper at 376 and a quarter, and gold at $1,364.30. So actually off $10 there. Silver at 2677.2, which is down about 3%, fairly big move to the downside there for silver. Currencies, the euro is buying just 1.3284 US dollars, pound is buying 1.5597 US dollars, and the US dollar is buying 84.0655 yen, and 0.7685 for the Aussie US dollar cross. US was buying 1.166 rather, Canadian, and 1.0027 Swiss francs. Take a look now at the economic calendar, and we can see today most of the data out is ranked as being of medium significance. So I'm not going to go into all of the data for out the rest of the week. That theme regarding medium importance data continues until Wednesday, when we've got gross domestic product for September, month on month, out of Canada, consumer confidence for November out of the States, our own GDP numbers for the third quarter, purchasing manufacturing index data out of China, and then ISM manufacturing for November out of the States, Eurozone GDP, and a central bank rates decision. That's forecast to stay at 1%, and the previous was 1% there. And then going into Friday night, we have, being the first Friday of the month, non-farmers payrolls out of the US, and we've certainly seen some reasonably good weekly data there coming out, showing that things are slowly turning the corner in the US. However, that will not be the theme, it's unlikely to be the theme for the coming week, with everyone concerned about what's happening in Europe and, of course, what's happening on the Korean Peninsula. So we're going to take a look at some of the markets in the Falcon Trader here. First is the Aussie Battler, put up a good showing here, but just turn that off. But yeah, we came into this pretty classic head and shoulders formation with the right shoulder, the head, and the left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder. We've now come back to this inner upward trend line, so this starts to become fairly pivotal as to what will happen here, whether or not we continue to move higher or indeed break low. It should see a reasonably rapid sell-off there perhaps, particularly given that the Australian currency is perceived to be a risk currency. Okay, so let's look now at Spanish index for the top 35 stocks on the Spanish course. And we can see we've taken out this old level of support here, and the next downside target was around this 9,000 level. Take a look at gold against the euro, and we can see they're actually coming up towards all-time highs here. So I'd expect if that level gets taken out here, that will be potentially a breakout, and we'll see a significant move to the upside. Take a look here at the euro. Got a somewhat similar situation to the Aussie. We can just draw a trend line up. Okay, doesn't seem to want to cooperate there, but we have actually broken this. If we drew a trend line up along those here, we have broken through that, so we can expect further pressure for the euro, I would have thought. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Keep things reasonably straightforward. So as I say, the two themes are the ongoing European debt concerns and sovereign debt, and of course the North Koreans and the South Koreans. So a bit of risk aversion here. Should see gold to continue to be pretty well supported, and the US dollar to continue to be sought after as well. Okay, thanks as always for your attention, and leave that. Bye for now.